Time for the prop queen edges of the day. Starting with hitter props. I know that this is a little crazy, but we are going to look for an Ohtani under. He has been struggling recently. Ohtani's gone under 2.5 total bases in 60% of road games this year, 7 of his last 10 on the road. He's hitting 143 in Cincy in his career. Ohtani's been slumping this month, hitting 200. With the flame-throwing Chase Burns on the mound, Ohtani hasn't seen him before. Advantage pitcher. I love this play. Jackson Chourio, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. He's averaging 2.7 hits, runs, and RBI in his last 20 home games, going over in 75% of those starts. Chourio's batting .382 since the All-Star break. He's also gone over this prop in 65% of games against the Cubs, dating back to the start of last year. He's hitting so well against lefties, hitting .357, and hits well on the road, .313. So Jackson Chourio, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Kyle Stowers also been on a hot streak. You could look for his over hits, runs, and RBI. He's hit this in 70% of his last 20, averaging 2.9. Ever since the All-Star break, Stowers is hitting .357, .929 slugging, hitting .316 on the road, way up from .282 at home. So Stowers, you could always look to his over hits, runs, and RBI as well. I know he's got a 6 ERA, but he still throws gas, and it's the first time they're seeing him, and Ohtani's been struggling. You don't have to tail it, but I'm just saying I like Chourio and Stowers the most, for sure. But I'm just giving you some little bit of action on the Ohtani stuff. Don't bet him tonight. I wouldn't bet him tonight. Pitcher props. So Zach Eflin, I talked about this already with mid-major Matt. Zach Eflin under 3.5 Ks was in plus money this morning. He's gone under this in all 3 starts against low K rate lineups. Righty starters averaging just under 4 strikeouts a game against Toronto, but 31 overs, 43 unders against Toronto this year. 7 of the last 10 right-handers to start against the Jays went under 3.5. I mean, that is a low number for 7 of the last 10 to be going under. Eflin had just 2 strikeouts against the Jays earlier this year in 6 innings. So take the under, 3.5 Ks in plus money. Lefty, Arizona's Eduardo Rodriguez, under 16.5 outs. He's hit this in 8 of 9 road starts this year. Owns a .561 ERA on the road. The Tigers, top 5 in batting average, top 5 in OPS against lefties. They're batting .328 as a team against Eduardo Rodriguez. I know the Tigers are slumping right now. They're the worst offense in baseball since the break. However, if there is a get-right spot, it's at home against a lefty. Knock him out of the game. Erod under his outs. You don't have to bet this, but I'm just telling you, it is not the night to be betting overs on Spencer Strider. He has only faced 1 low K rate team this year. It was the Jays, and he struck out 5 in 5 innings. 48 unders and just 33 overs against the Royals this year as a righty, averaging 3.9 Ks per start. 8 of the last 10 starters since the All-Star break to face the Royals have gone under their strikeout prop. I'm not looking at Strider today. Andre Palante, over 3.5 Ks. This is more about the Marlins. They've struck out a lot more recently. 7 of the last 10 righty starters have had at least 4 strikeouts against them. Palante struck out the more strikeout-prone lineups he's faced with 4 or more Ks in 6 of 7 starts he's made against them this year. Damn. My voice is getting tired. Last one. Framber Valdez, over 6.5 Ks. So he's hit this in 8 of 12 games against high K rate lineups. He's also pitched better at home throughout his career. Although against the Nats, this season, starters, they're about 500, but lefties, damn it. I can't wait to never cough again. Lodolo, 8 strikeouts. Crochet, 7. Robbie Ray, 7. So Valdez is as good as those guys, over 6.5 Ks. I hate this cough. Anyone who has had this cough, I apologize to you. It sucks. It sucks. It's not like a cold, it's a freaking cough. It has been so annoying for the last 2 weeks. It doesn't go away. Anyway, we've got some fishy lines. Dude, there's nothing for a doctor to do with a cough. Nothing. They can't do anything. It's a cough. Oh, yeah, cigs, please. I've never smoked a day in my life. Fishy line of the day. Toronto Blue Jays, Baltimore Orioles. This line has moved significantly against the Jays, and it's all because Chris Bassett sucks on the road. I have no interest in this, but I'm just telling you, I have no interest in the Jays. I know that Tom's given it out. Stormy gave it out. It's a good value play because the Jays have been hot, but I'm not backing on Chris Bassett on the road. It's a tickle in my throat. As I don't even feel it in my lungs as much anymore. It's the tickle. It's horrible. Dodgers Reds. Stay away from the Dodgers today, guys. Again, Chase Burns on the mound. The Dodgers could hit him. He throws hard, but when you're seeing this number move so significantly against a public favorite like the Dodgers, I like to stay away from these sides. The Dodgers today are throwing. Why am I blanking? The Dodgers are throwing Yamamoto. I'm going to read what the packet said about this game. So MLB said the Reds can match their longest winning streak of the season with a win on Monday. They've outscored their opponents 20-5 in their 4-game streak. Cincy's bullpen has allowed just 1 run over 11 innings during this 4-game win streak. They've posted an NL best 1.75 ERA since July 7th. Overall, the Reds have won 10 of their last 14. Let's see. Dodgers have dropped the last 2 games of the weekend. They're 3-6 since the All-Star break. Only the Rays have a worse record than the Dodgers since 4th of July. Dodgers 28th in runs per game since 4th of July, averaging just over 3 runs a game. Betts, Freeman, Edman, they're all struggling. LA has lost 6 of Yamamoto's last 9 starts after winning 8 of their first 11. Chase Burns, he's still looking for his first win. He struck out 9 of the first 14 batters he faced in DC before running out of steam. He's been working on his changeup, threw 13 of them last Tuesday. All 27 of his changeups have been thrown to lefties. Left-handed batters hitting 200 against that changeup. So stay away from the Dodgers today. Stay away. Royal cough. Yes. I thought it all drained out on Saturday. It didn't. Okay, I'm going to try to power through. WNBA props. Oh. Okay. Rockies Guardians slate, according to Sean. WNBA tonight. So Tina Charles, she plays for Connecticut. Looks her over 22.5 points, rebounds. She's been great at home this year, averaging just over 27 points and rebounds. 63% of centers have gone over their points and rebounds prop this season against the Storm. Charles has also cashed this in all 3 games at home against Seattle, dating back to 2022. She's gone over this in 83% of games this year at home as well, and all the games against Seattle this season at home. Nneka Ogumike, under 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. She's gone under this number in 9 of 14 road games this season, including 6 of the last 10. When coming off 1-day rest, Ogumike has gone under this in 75% of games this year, averaging just over 25 points, rebounds, and assists. Sabrina Ionescu, under 22.5 points. She's only averaging 18.5 points a game on the road this year. She averages 18 points through her 8 games against the Wings, dating back to 2022, going under in every game except 1, dating back to 2022. So definitely look at that under for Ionescu as well. And yes, the Sun are on a second leg of a back-to-back. So I was looking at this on props.cash. So I'll just Tina Charles on 0 days rest. On no rest. Not great with the points. What did I say? PRA. Yeah. On a second leg of a back-to-back, she hasn't been great. She's only gone over in 1 of the 4 starts, but 2 of those were on the road. So with this one being at home. Oh, and those were in 2022. Oh, it's only 1 game on a second leg of a back-to-back this year. I'm not going to worry about that. Only one game this year on a second leg of a back-to-back. She didn't do great against Phoenix. But the thing I liked about it, so yesterday she had a good game. She's been hot, and she's been good at home. So just was looking at those from props.cash today. Thanks to props.cash for those. We've got 3 minutes left, so that means it is time for the best bets of the day. We are going with our Royal Locks. Royal Locks of the day. Okay. I might add Framber Valdez to this, but Eduardo Rodriguez under 16.5 outs. I love that one. One of my favorite plays of the day. In case you missed it before, Eduardo Rodriguez has hit the under in 8 of 9 road starts this year. He owns a 5.61 ERA in those spots, and the Tigers are top 5 in batting average and OPS against lefties. They're hitting 328 as a team against Erod. Andre Palente over 3.5 Ks. The Marlins, 7 of the last 10 righty starters went over 3.5 Ks. Palente struck out his strikeout-prone lineup matchups and with 4 or more Ks in 6 of 7 starts he's made against them this year. And then Framber Valdez, I might add this one, over 6.5 Ks. I like him a lot at home. He's gone over this in 8 of 12 against high K rate lineups. Pitches better at home. And lefties recently against the Nats, like Lodolo, who had 8, Crochet had 7, Peterson had 6, Robbie Ray had 7. So I would say Framber Valdez over 6.5 Ks. Those are my 3 favorite pitcher props of the night. And if you want a hitter's prop, I love the Jackson Chourio over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Great spot for Chourio as well today, as he's been on a heater and he hits lefties really well, and that's what they're getting in Matt Boyd on the Cubs. Also hits very well on the road. It's a 3.5 K against a strikeout-prone team. So, okay, I am done with this chat today. You guys have now crossed the line. Cross the line in the chat. You guys are in a timeout till tomorrow at 5 o'clock before my voice continues to give out after 3 hours of being on air because I don't know how to pace myself. I thought a week off last week of doing full hour shows would help, but then Kelly in Vegas came to town and completely disrupted my potentially getting better. So I'm going to try to get better. Anyway, good luck to those bets tonight. Thank you to Mid-Major Matt, Tom Vecchio. Make sure to go to the YouTube page at Prop Queen Sports. Subscribe, thumbs up the video. It helps a lot and means a lot. We're closing in on 600 YouTube subscribers. It would be great to get more. I don't really know how to continue to grow this thing, but let's keep this thing growing.